My name is Noelle Joyner. It is September 7th. I am going to do a article review of the gene therapy Unit 4 article. This article is called Gene Therapy Comes of Age, and it is mainly by Dunbar, and in this article, it basically an overview of the development of gene therapy over the years. The article starts discussing therapeutics, but it also explains how utilizing genetics to treat human diseases is basically the route that we're going now in healthcare. It mentions fighting illnesses like neuromuscular disease or blindness or immunodeficiencies and even cancer. The article shines light on gene editing technology and has been developed for more like incurable diseases. And in vitro administration of the viral vectors is what it mainly talks about. And it also talks about engineering immune T cells and stem cells made by the kidney to help red bone marrow. In the background, they explain how anemia or clotting disorders can come from issues in red blood cell formation, and so they use vectors because they are essential for moving things from one source to another, and they are often used to move genes into patients in clinical trials to see if their diseases can be cured. So in this article, they had the patients basically be injected with a virus, and they would monitor the immune responses that the patients would have. But this posed issue because it would cause them to have issues later on with that certain disease if it wasn't cured properly or taken care of properly. And scientists then moved on to use lentiviral vectors because they are more efficient and they have more positive clinical outcomes. Then by about 2017 in the article, the first approved gene therapy was made and used to move genes into the genome of a patient for a sickness. And they also talked about using engineered nucleases and putting them together with technology to see if scientists could create a cure for retroviruses and adenoviruses. Over time, they then came to the conclusion that lentiviruses and spoon viruses were the best for treating diseases using vectors because they are better for the coding regions. And with using in vitro vectors, they wanted to avoid mutagenesis as much as possible because it stops cancer from forming when using these techniques. So after that, eventually a boom of research started. Multiple scientists were coming out with different technologies, and it was just developing, and they eventually got the ability to turn on and off a genome. And once that was discovered, it basically pushed ahead the research for all of this that was mentioned in the article. I thought that the article was very interesting because I got to learn the healthcare side of genetics, and I got to see how the development of gene therapy has just changed over the years, and it's very promising and hopeful to see that the research keeps on advancing, and it seems that they're starting to find ways that it could be possible to cure incurable diseases now, like blindness, deafness, learning disabilities, or even cancer in the near future. So seeing all these developments just gives me a better insight on, the research that goes on in labs. I'd like to participate in research one day as well. So these topics are very interesting and they give me ideas, and just I think that it's very promising to see that progress has been happening over the years, and eventually a solution will be found. Thank you.